There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in titled as City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Austin. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Jackson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready? 57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good route, kid. I got you. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Bravo.
A first down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this will be caught at the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, Ringo, 48. Twist on travel. Hey, hard. Hey, can. Hey, Zoo. Mike 52.
Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Third
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
You know, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Motion. Reset. 2 seconds. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. So don't say nothing. He's coming. We got double up. Check 99.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play in the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What? Kill. Showing up, Will. Quick the edge. Come. 36.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Cousins. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Wahoo!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Falcons! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Shift! Watch the shift! Shift! Go! He's checking. Crash!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 30 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, I 7.
Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately... Would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Looking deep for Hilton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
48.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 90 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Drop. Check 37. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one. So they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touch. Back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's complete to Diggs. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. New Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Thomas going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Jackson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
55 is my guy, 55. Man. They're not ready for this.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
I don't think you got it, son. 57. Mike, 57.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Switch. Hey.
Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. 66. Pull it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 90 is a mic. Come on, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was a...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
One. You tighten up. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, no, easy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. 90 is a mic. Hey. Hurry.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now it's Jackson. They're able to locate Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Now Leonard Fournette. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun! Hey, we're good. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
52's the mic. You don't want yellow. Hey, you don't want to see me. Gun. Spud. 52's the mic. Mike first. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's Cousins. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Tackles.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.